they will literally take any fucker off of that Stranger Things show and
Oh yeah.
stick them in a movie and just give it a shot.
They've
And let's
tried
see
that
it.
whatever Billy Bob Young or whatever her name is. What's her name?
I think it's Billy
Ah,
Bob Young.
fucking
No,
yeah.
you got it right. You got it right.
Yeah, let's go with that. I don't
They will
know.
put Billy Bob Young. They've tried to put her in like 15 different movies. Godzilla, I think. She was
They
in that.
succeeded in putting her in them.
None of them
I
go
don't know if
anywhere.
I don't know if they put any money in their pockets from doing it.
Yeah.
Is the problem?
Oh, Millie Bobby Brown.
I think
Pretty
it's
close.
little Billy 11 Eilish or something.
I was gonna say Billie Eilish.
Billy 11 Eilish can give all the credit in the world to my personal favorite actress of all time, Jennifer Lawrence, because without her, there has never been a female lead in an action movie before. Hunger Games came around. According to
She was the first.
Oh yeah, she said it. Variety
Shit.
put it out. Yeah, I don't want to misquote her. Let's.
Whoa! Are
let's,
we circling around a last gasp at relevancy?
Oh, it might be.
Circle the wagons, boys.
Circle the wagons. Jennifer Lawrence is despicable.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, I don't want to. I don't want to misquote her, but Lawrence
Okay.
said said of the significance of a role playing protagonist Katniss Everdeen in the Hunger Games. I remember when I was doing Hunger Games, nobody had ever put a woman in the lead of action movie before. No one had ever put a woman in the lead of an action movie because it wouldn't work. Because we were told girls and boys can both identify with a male lead, but boys cannot identify with a female lead. Lawrence went on to say, it just makes me so happy every single time I see a movie come out that just blows through every one of those beliefs and proves that it's just a lie to keep certain people out of movies.
And in this reality, Kill Bill, and Alien, and 1,000 other movies don't exist because she's not in them. So therefore they don't exist.
Convenient amnesia.
I never seen them. I've only seen Hunger Games. It's the best movie ever.
So that sounds exactly like, have you ever seen the clip of crazy Gal Gadot being like, yeah, they were on like a press tour for, who knows, Batman v Superman, and she's like, I mean, it's nice to finally see the strong, heroic side of women, finally. And they cut to like Jesse Eisenberg, and he just gives like this like like smirk, like what are you talking about? It's fucking hilarious. Like he couldn't even control himself on the panel of the movie he's promoting. Of like, what are you saying?
Drinking some water.
Doing this?
Well,
whoa! I forgot we have a celebration in order.
Yeah,
I completely forgot.
We need to pop the champagne.
Absolutely, get balloons ready for this. Man.
We really need to celebrate this guy's
his retirement from making. Yeah, his retirement from movies.
This is the type of announcement that we're looking for, right? On this show, people quitting acting should be celebrated in the highest regard you possibly could have. There's no greater honor than stopping this nonsense and being done. Like I cannot say enough about this man.
I don't know anything about his acting. I'm a firm believer in teriology, as you guys know.
And for those that don't understand what you're saying, what is that?
Please explain. It sounds like really smart stuff.
Yeah, it sounds like high level stuff.
It's not. It's it's actual quite nonsense. Well, so he doesn't believe in zero. So like Google said he's worth $5 million, which I think is a total lie. But if he doesn't believe in zero, then I'd say, Terry, my boy, give me $5 million. Now I have $5 million. What are you left with?
And what you're referring to is that he has his own math, basically, right?
Yeah. No, he said like one times one equals two. I mean, you can just use it in relevance to him. If he took one fist and hit one of his wife, in the face, and she had to go report the bruise.
And she had to call 911.
Yeah.
That equals 2.
That equals no. That equals 1 time.
So you're taking a tour through this guy's Wikipedia of multiple domestic disputes, not believing 1 times 1 equals 2 or 1 times 1 equals 1. Just the usual stuff of a star.
Putting a whole country of Uganda, conning them into thinking he's making some like new like flight pattern, like some or not pattern, some new flight hydrogen technology or something like that.
Oh, I'm into this. I didn't hear about this.
He's conning the entire country of Uganda.
This is Brett Favre. This is some next level Brett Favre.
What country is like, what should we do about our infrastructure here? Has anybody hit up Terrence Howard? What are his thoughts on the issue?
Well, I did see Hustle and Flow, and he had a lot of good points in that.
He hustled, he flowed.
when he said,
now he's hustling,
bitch.
Now he's hustling.
Yeah, I felt that.
Hustle and Flow. He isn't even the star of that movie. Juicy J and 3 6 Mafia are the star of that movie.
Oh God, what is this movie?
You never seen Hustle and Flow?
Isn't Ludacris in it?
Yeah, but
if I've never seen E.T., why would I have seen Hustle and Flow?
Terrence Howard kind of looks like E.T.
I'm telling you, this goes back to my around the same era too, the Domestic Disturbance movie with John Travolta. The only thing I know Terrence Howard from is he was the bad guy in Big Mama's House, and he was kind of like it was kind of a harbinger of things to come. He was actually quite menacing in that movie, which if you ask any of his wives, they probably agree with you.
Isn't he the bad guy in everything? And I don't mean that like he's terrible, like he's bad. I mean, like, isn't he like, because he is, but I mean, like, isn't he that in every movie? Any movie I've ever seen him in, he's like, oh man, like I'm the same guy in every movie. Like,
wow, that was just a really apt description. That really helped ground me in what you're talking about.
I have my eyes squinted and a raspy voice.
There you go.
Good guy in Marvel product number 2 or whatever. Don Cheadle was the original guy, I think, and then they were like, or no, other way around. He was they were like, Disney was probably like, whoa, this guy's a fucking dickhead, and then they replaced him with Don Cheadle. This is really a last gasp at relevancy. It's more of a touting of this man's career, in which we've named none of his movies.
Look, I think that it takes a lot of bravery to turn down roles and to get the fuck out of the industry entirely. I must applaud you for that, because that means we won't have any more movies from you.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's a good thing.
What? He was on some show, wasn't he? Empire?
Yeah, he was in Empire. Show? Yeah, he was in Empire, and he was in Crash. But like a lot of people were in Crash.
Oh, Crash! Your favorite movie of all time, Kyle?
What? I've talked about it before.
No, it's just a terrible movie. It's like a.
You tried to pin your hatred for it on Kyle?
I've seen it.
It's like a 7th grader's attempt at like racism.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's like racism commentary, the whole movie.
Yeah, it's like cartoon, right? Where it's like embarrassing.
Like a white cop feeling up a black dude's wife on a pullover. That's a scene, right?
Yes.
No. Let me guess. Everybody's a hypocrite.
Yeah, everybody's a dickhead. Got it. What a cheery, uplifting movie.
Oh yeah. I always watch that movie when I want to feel good.
Watched that in like digital video production or something as like a good movie to watch. We watched it in school. I don't know why. That's how lazy the teachers were. Where they're just like, hey,
I got a movie for you.
I got some social commentary in this one. Here you go. I'm gonna take a snoozer.
I was fucking high last night. I caught a movie. And I'm going to show it to you guys.
Here you go.
Yeah. But the class is only half as long as the movie, so
yeah.
whatever. Watch the rest of it tomorrow.
it was a total mistake. This is back when we were in high school when Blockbuster was around. So the movie teacher, he's like, "Oh crap, I got to get like Ben-Hur," and he goes to Blockbuster and it's already out. He's like, crashes right next to it. He's like, "Oh shit, fuck, I got no
whatever." We're watching Crash, but they're trying to like back movie. Into it. Yeah. Yeah. This is a biology class. Yeah. Well, the thing about it is,
this has a lot to do with the curriculum.
And then he has no idea what the movie was about when he got it. He just saw Matt Dillon on the front, like hugging a lady. He's like, "Oh, this looks like a love story."
Yeah, this is good. This is good for the kids.
Whoa!
You never come back to it. You're right. It's way longer than the period, but it's a Friday, so you're never gonna watch the second half of it.
If we wanna hand out a Tom Hardy crazy guy quote of the week, this is something I saw from Anonymous. I don't know who the author of this one was, but he said...
I think it's anonymous.
Yeah, he said, when I'm cheating, I wear old clothes in case someone takes a photo of me. I say, that was a long time ago.
Okay. This seems like it would have Leo's face on it from a fake Twitter account.
But you're standing naked in front of me right now.
I've literally caught you in the act.
But that picture was an old picture.
That's an old photo of me.
But I'm wearing a pair of Lee pipes. I would never wear those today. That's from like middle school.
Oh, that's the drawer I keep my Lee pipes and my Jenkos in with my...
I'm wearing Heelys in that picture. It couldn't be me. It couldn't have been recent.
What was that Mervin's brand? OC Pacific or OP?
Ocean Pacific.
Ocean Pacific.
Oh, yeah.
I'm wearing an Ocean Pacific shirt in that pic. There's no way it was yesterday.
You
see your giant Phoenix back tat in this one.
The shirt is super tight on you, barely fits you now. That's an old Stussy shirt from high school. I never wear that anymore.
That's definitely coming from the Leo That's coming from the Leo Twitter. It's clearly not Leonardo DiCaprio, but if you want to find out how to get with chicks, apparently that's the Twitter to follow. Ignore a chick for a couple days and she'll come back to you.
She'll come running.
Leo.
Pay $8 and say you're Leonardo DiCaprio. And
works every time.
Works every time.
What does? It works.
Hey, you're like at a club, like, hey, I'm Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, you're clearly not. No, on Twitter though.
Check this out. I got
30,000 followers. All idiots.
All idiots. They don't realize that the last I in DiCaprio is a 1. They don't realize.
And you're showing it to a chick at the bar. You see, and then I tried this out, and then people say it's me. And then I respond, and I try to find them.
That's how I found you.
Certain age.
You can't be making money from this. I also am the owner of Ornhub.com.
Every time somebody misspells Pornhub, I get half of a cent. Isn't that great?
I get half a city.
I guess.
I own the rights to Pornhub.org.
That's your talking points to girls at the bar. Is how you siphon money off of websites.
Taking cheap shots to get bucks.
Okay.
You wouldn't believe how many morons missed the first P.
Like, first of all, you're talking to somebody about how much money you make in the first place. It's like super unattractive, but you're also doing it by showing them all the porn sites that you don't own.
Yeah. It's also not, you don't own it at all. You're just making this up. You just thought it was something clever.
Look, I own the rights to Drazzers. Drazzers.com. You see there? They say D and B is the most commonly mixed up letters.
And so I'm
trying to get a DB later tonight.
Where are you going?
You didn't see the other websites that are misspelled. Ultimate Kyle, me.
Are you gonna watch Wednesday on Netflix?
I won't watch that Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I won't. Yeah.
Now this looks like a show I may be interested in. Too Hot to Handle. And it's a chick who's racked out. And it's hosted by Mario Lopez.
He's the one who's too hot to handle on the show.
They've got a shot at 100,000, but to win it, they can't have sex. Can a private beach and the cool ocean breeze tame these hot serial daters? And it's Mario Lopez going up to like a bunch of stacked people being like, "What's up? All right, we're going to have body cams on you to make sure you don't fuck."
Mario Lopez has sex with all of them.
I guess I lost.
Now, as you can see in the bylaws,
I'm losing right now.
You're allowed to have sex with the host for no cost. What?
Well, the only exception is me.
I'll see you in a couple weeks, you know. And in this scenario, all of you guys are such horn dogs that there's no possible way you could go a week without having sex.
Hey, when you're desperate, I'll be around.
I think I may have to watch the show.
The show only lasted 5 minutes.
Insane. This has a porn's parody already written into it, and this has an Orn parody already written into the premise, where they introduce all the characters and then just immediately start fucking. I guess we lose. I watched that thing that you sent, the Adam Sandler and Brendan Fraser interviewing each other.
Yeah.
And I had to go back to previous interviews to see like what the deal with this guy is, because basically from what I can derive here, Brendan Fraser got like memed out, right? Where people were like feeling bad for him, or like, this guy's such a sweet guy, like we need to get him into roles, you know.
Do you mean that's
in Hollywood?
That's how he started bubbling again?
Yes, that's how he started bubbling again. And so he's leaning into that times a zillion. By every time he talks now, he seems like he's on the verge of tears. And he's like, that's why I mean, that's incredible that you were able to do that, and blah, blah. He's speaking very softly and weird. I'm like, isn't this the guy who got hammered and was yelling out bedazzled at SNL? Like, where is this character coming from? And Adam Sandler's trying to like be funny and like be like, hey, remember we did a movie together and that was so fun. And he's like, of course I remember Farley. And he's like about in tears, and you're like, dude, we fucking get it, man. Like, we get it. You're like, you're soft and sensitive now, and you're trying to get these very like artsy roles by being like serious man, but you're sitting across Adam Sandler. Like, you don't need to be Mr. Cool Guy.
We're talking about when you did Encino Man.
Yeah, like, and he's like,
Airheads.
Oh, what? Yeah, I was expecting like some fun, right? Of like, oh, cool, they can reminisce about Airheads. He didn't seem to want to talk about that at all. That's how it was like during COVID. It would be like, you know, a lot's been written about this, but have you guys thought about what it means to Chinese women? You know, and you're just like, what? Who cares? Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, where's this going? Like,
a lot of time to look at all the different outlooks that are like available.
Just take hot button issue, combine it with something else, and now you have an entirely new story, even though it's the exact same story, but just with, you can write it again. No problem.
Social activism Mad Lib.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like, just combine these three things, and I can just have the ultimate third rail article. Hey,
now we're cooking up some clickbait.
Now we're cooking.
Get it going, baby. Smell that?
I love that the Hollywood headlines are like, can you believe what so and so actor said about so and so actor on the set? And then they were delightful.
Yeah. No, I've seen that a lot. You know, so Google doesn't do anything. In fact, they promote it. They don't do anything to like to like remove that shit, because if you just type in like Lakers,
Yeah.
you would hope that the first articles that would come up would be like ESPN, Fox Sports, sports sites. Instead, they're like The Spun,
Yeah.
Morning China News, and you're like, why are these Morning China News, right? And they're just clickbait generators. And Kyle, they're exactly what you said. It's like LeBron sounds off on new teammate, you know, and it's like you click on it, and it's like he loves him.
Best
Okay,
player
great
he
article.
ever played with. Yes.
Okay,
He's a pleasure.
You got me.
But there's again, how we're saying it. There's no tone in these, but like, you know, you're creating the tone.
No, you know how that reads
is.
out exactly.
Yeah.
You know how that reads out.
I'll give you a perfect example. Somebody died. NBA legend.
Queen Elizabeth. Oh.
Yeah, Queen Latifah. Somebody. What's that?
She could ball. I heard.
You seen Bringing Down the House?
Yeah.
She was bald.
And this morning, because I typed in the Lakers, it says Magic Johnson, you know, goes on tirade about this dead athlete, right? Former dead superstar, and it's like the title is super inflammatory. You're like, wait, dead superstar Magic Johnson. I gotta click on this, and it's like, no, he's just playing tribute to this 80-year-old guy who died. Like, you got me.
Oh, he didn't take a cheap shot at a since past legend.
Like somebody dies tragically, and Magic Johnson kicks him on the way out, and we got the inside scoop.
He was a basketball player at some point.
I'm being told they were a basketball player. Condolences go to his family.
Don't forget about me.
Don't forget about little old me.